And the Norton Blue Jays are getting set to do battle, and a beautiful fall evening, 48 degrees, a light wind out of the south-southeast, and it is an ideal time for football here in north central Kansas. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Dave Barber. Boy, Dave, these two teams have went in opposite directions this year. Norton 6-2, TMP 1-7, but when it comes down to it, this is a football game. You're between the lines. You got 11 guys on your side. They got 11 guys on their side.
That's right. It's everybody's got to match up, and that's what it's about tonight for the Monarchs. They're going to have some tough matchups across from them all across the line. They're going to have to dig in a little deeper tonight and give a little extra effort and hopefully come away from here with a big upset.
TMP will receive. Norton has won the toss and has elected to defer until the second half. Our opening kickoff is brought to you by Steel Fabrications, the Ironmen of Western Kansas. If you need it fixed, welded, built, or sandblasted, see Steel Fabrications, East Highway 40 in Hayes. Proud to support the area youth in all they do. So TMP missing a few kids tonight. Of course, you knew about Jared Shoemaker from the beginning of the season. He got hurt. But they will also be without the services tonight of Justin Pfeiffer, and the Monarchs will not have Tucker Rhodes tonight. So some adjustments for TMP to be had here early in this ball game. So Tate Garcia will go back deep for TMP. Luke Reuter will be back there as well. And teeing the ball up for the Blue Jays will be the talented sophomore Jace Reuter as he comes over here to the near hatch. Norton will be going from our right to our left. TMP from our left to our right. This is a true east-west field here in Norton. So Garcia and Reuter back deep. And Reuter will tee it up. Not the same guy. Here we go. The ball is in the air. It is somewhat short. Bounces about the 18. Garcia has it at the 15. Looking up a seam. Tate breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and is going to be brought down as he crosses the 25 up to the 28-yard line. So TMP will take possession. First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line. That was a 13-yard return for Garcia. Again, offensively for TMP, Lucas Taylor and Zane Staub the tackles. Caleb Hagans and Chris Steckline the guards. The center, Nick Mice. Receivers, Gavin Shoemaker, Creighton Renz, Chase Romey, and TJ Flax. Luke Reuter, the quarterback. Chase Worth, the running back. Renz is split to the near side. Norton will bring a lot of guys into the box. Man in motion. Handoff to TJ Flax. He is blasted immediately. And that is Jacob Green from his defensive tackle position. 88 tackles, 4 fumble recoveries, a loss of 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and he's a kid you can't lose track of on that line of scrimmage. Got the penetration and a big stop for the defense in the backfield for the Blue Jays.
And one thing that will be challenging for TMP with Green is the fact that he will move around a lot. He'll go head up quite a bit on the center. Sometimes he'll line up right on the guard. Nick Mice will snap it back. Reuter with a little time. Now he's chased. Throws it up the field and incomplete. And the intended receiver was Garcia. Boy, Luke running for his life on that one. It's third down and 13. If you were to script to start for TMP, this would not be it. Third down and long.
Yeah, they're going to have to give Luke some time to be able to survey the field a little bit. He was on the run from the get-go and probably made a pretty smart choice just to dump that one out of bounds down the field.
So third down and 13, the ball at the TMP 25-yard line. Chase Romey is split to the far side. Renz to the near side. Flankers for the Monarchs are Flax and Shoemaker. Shoemaker in motion. It's an option left for TMP. Reuter's going to keep it. Then he pitches it to Shoemaker. Gavin is going to be buried all the way back inside the 20-yard line. And let's see where they mark it. They're clearing some traffic over on the far side. They'll mark it at the 18-yard line. So that was a loss of 7 on the play. It's fourth down and 20 for TMP.
Well, they played the option perfectly. Had it spread out and really nothing the Monarchs could do to get the edge.
Tevin Brown and Tevin Petrie back deep. It is going to be Petrie coming to the near side at the 50. He has some blockers. He's still on his feet. Petrie down the sideline, inside the 10, inside the 5, touchdown. Petrie on a 48-yard kick return for a touchdown for the Norton Blue Jays with 10:22 to go in the first quarter. Norton strikes first. It's 6-0 Blue Jays. Boy, Petrie caught that ball on the far side at the 48, Dave. Went backwards a little bit looking for some room, and once he found that seam, he was gone.
Yeah, they had the setup. They had the wall set up on the return, and Petrie, he's like I said, he filled in for Gavin Lively and has had a very productive season. He gets in the open field, dangerous runner.
Jay Mulder with the extra point, and it is good. 10:22 to go first quarter. Norton 7, TMP nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coating, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coating, save money, reduce sound, improve. 10
yards in 3 plays. They punt it. Norton's Tevin Petrie returns it 48 yards for the Blue Jay touchdown, and they lead 7-0 after the extra point kick. And boy, things went from bad to worse for TMP as they had struggled to move the football, and then once they punted it, Norton had the wall set up, and TMP couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, really impressive return, and by that it was executed perfectly with the wall, and Petrie knew just what to do with it.
Reuter with the kick, and it's going to be Luke Reuter for TMP at the 6-yard line. Comes up the seam, he's at the 20, and that's all the further he'll get. It will be first down and 10 TMP at the 20-yard line, a 14-yard return for Luke Reuter. It is first down and 10 for the Monarchs. TMP, an incomplete pass mixed in between a loss of 3 on a run and a loss of 7 on a run. Boy, Norton, it almost seems unfair how big and fast they are. But they are fast. Reuter in the pistol formation for TMP. Monarchs with a couple flankers just outside the tackles. 1 running back, 2 wide receivers. And Reuter is going to the left side, and he is going to be hit and dropped. There is a flag on the play. He is brought down at the 17-yard line. Boy, the Monarchs, we saw it in the pregame warm-ups, Dave. The fake was going to the left. The running back went to the right. And the defense was not fooled, obviously.
Yeah, it was a broken play. Miscommunication going the wrong way, one or the other, and not much Luke could do with it.
Illegal motion called against the Blue Jays. It is declined. So it will bring up second down and 13 after a loss of 3 on the play for Luke Reuter. So the Monarchs have ran 4 plays and they have lost 13 yards. Chase Romey split to the far side for TMP. He's going to be covered by Petrie. Tyus Henson will pick up the coverage on Creighton Renz on the near side. Reuter with the snap. He's going to throw. Looking. Throws over to Creighton Renz. It's over his hand and incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. We're going to see what the call is. Flag sits at the 10-yard line. And it is going to be personal foul roughing the passer against the Blue Jays. So even though TMP threw an incomplete pass, Norton helps them out with a roughing the passer, and the Monarchs have a first down. And did they ever need that, Dave Barber?
Yeah, they did, and I like the look of the play. It was just a quick set by Reuter, and he really had Renz out here in the flat. If he could have put it right on the money, it would have been a good play anyway. But key to that was he didn't hold the ball very long, and of course still took a hit, but they got penalized for it. But if he can hit that underneath stuff on the sideline with those little quick releases, that'll help him out.
Penalty moves the ball up to the TMP 32-yard line, so it's first down and 10 from that point. Man in motion is Gavin Shoemaker. He's going to get the carry. He goes left side, and he is going to pick up about 2 on the play up to the 34-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8, but at least the ball went in the right direction that time for the Monarchs.
Yeah, that's a positive to bring away from it. You know, sometimes you think 2 or 3 yards isn't very good, but to get things going, that's a nice start.
And with this Norton team, you have to go, well, in this field, you have to go east and west. If you're going side to side too much, you are in trouble. Man in motion, that's an underneath handoff to TJ Flax, and he will not make it through that line. Knifing in there from his linebacker position was Riley Hager to make the initial contact. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 8 TMP.
Well, you can just see the quickness across that front line. If you don't get your pads into them, they're trouble.
8:40 to go first quarter. Norton on top 7-0. A 48-yard punt return for a touchdown for Tevin Petrie. 3rd down and 8. The ball at the 34. Back to pass Reuter. Looks out in the flat. Has Renz. He drops it. That is a catch that Creighton Renz absolutely has to make. Luke Reuter put that one right on his hands, and he dropped it.
He did, and he put it to his outside where if he would have hauled it in and turned it upfield, he might have had a nice little run after the catch there. And you're right, got to help your quarterback out a little bit.
And those are the things that will really hurt a ball club. I mean, you think, oh, it's just one drop pass, but not only is it a drop pass, it stops the clock and forces you to punt. It would have been a 1st down. Shoemaker gets the punt away. This one is a line drive, bounces and will roll. Norton gets away from it, and it will be down at the Blue Jay 38-yard line with 8:19 to play in the first quarter. Monarch football brought to you in part by Kerner Chiropractic, Westview Church, Carpet One of Hayes and Pittston Decorating Center, Paul Wartenberger Construction, Master Cleaners, Insurance Planning, Thomas More Prep-Marian, Discovery Drilling, Service Master Clean of Hayes, and by Lifetime Dental Care. TMP will adjust that defense. 1st down and 10 for the Norton Blue Jays. Dole is the lone setback. Lively is lined up in a flanker position. It is Dole on the carry, left side, has some running room, still going, look out. Dole on the run at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. It did not take the Norton Blue Jays very long at all. A 62-yard touchdown run for Jordan Dole with 8:09 to go first quarter. TMP is looking up at a hefty score already. They trail 13-0.
Yeah, this is a dangerous team, and you dig a hole, it's going to be a hard, long uphill battle against a solid defense and an offense that can, like you just saw, 10 seconds, one play, 62 yards, lightning fast.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run from 62 yards out. Mulder to add the extra point for the Blue Jays. The snap a little high. The hold is down, and the kick is good. 8:09 to go first quarter. Norton already in control of this one. They lead it 14-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Air quality, APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation
in motion is Shoemaker. It's an option to left. Reuter's going to keep it, and he has absolutely nowhere to go. Hager in on the tackle for the Blue Jays. Also scampering in there for Norton was James Berry. That's a loss of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 for TMP.
Well, see, we talked about the speed they have before the game, and you just see it there as they stretch that play out. Everybody flowing with the ball, and Hager, like you said, shot through there, and Reuter didn't have a chance.
2nd and 14 from the 33-yard line for TMP. Reuter's going to throw this one. Looking, has a little time, throws it. Catch is made by TJ Flax, makes a man miss, and is going to be brought down by Jace Reuter out across the 40 at the 43-yard line. A pickup of 10 yards on the play for TMP to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Now again, a fairly quick timing pass to the outside, and it's been there, and it gives him time to put it on the money. That's going to be maybe their bread and butter tonight.
Offensive line did a nice job giving Luke some time in the pocket to throw. 3rd and 4 now for TMP. Reuter's going to throw it again. Throws an out pattern intended for Gavin Shoemaker. Does he make the catch? No, incomplete pass. It looked like it skipped, but took the officials a while. It's an incomplete pass. It brings up 4th down and 4. And if you're TMP, you almost consider going for it, but they will go bring the punting unit out, and it makes you wonder if the Monarchs might try a fake punt at some point.
Wouldn't be surprised. Might be a good time for it.
I mean, you have nothing to lose. 4th down and 4. There's a snap. It is a fake punt. Romy has it for TMP, breaks a tackle. He has a 1st down. He's at midfield, still on his feet, and brought down at the Norton 41-yard line. The Monarchs bring out the fake punt, and it works to perfection. 1st and 10 TMP after the 15-yard gain by Chase Romy.
Yeah, and that was a good job by Romy. They kind of snapped it short. He was in the out position, snapped it to Romy. They kind of gave it the option look, but good choice to cut it upfield, cut it inside, back across the grain, and a nice pickup for the Monarchs.
1st down and 10 from the Norton 41-yard line. Back in it. Monarchs are going to option it right. Reuter in some trouble. Boy, he got collared around the helmet, but no call on a face mask. It's going to be a loss back to the 47-yard line, a loss of 6. Boy, the option game absolutely not working tonight for TMP. Norton just too fast to fill those gaps on the edge, Dave.
Well, they do. They just flow. You can see them, and we talked about, again, the quickness, and they just flow so well, and it's extremely hard to get to the edge against this quick defense.
2nd down and 16 for TMP. The ball at the Norton 47-yard line. Reuter's going to throw it again. Looking to the outside, throws it for Garcia. Off of Tate's hands, incomplete. 3rd down for the Monarchs.
Pretty good throw again, though, as Garcia had somebody on his inside shoulder. Luke put it towards the outside, and really the only spot, if he goes inside, that ball's probably picked off. So it would have been a tough catch for Garcia. It was a little tall, but still not a bad spot to put it.
One thing those passes will set up is, if you can give your quarterback time to do it, is a little hitch and go. See if TMP can pull it off. 3rd down and 16. Reuter's going to throw again. Now he's in trouble. Throws it across the middle, and he put it right on the hands of Chase Romy, who drops it. That would have been a 1st down, too, because Chase was running. Luke delivered it in a perfect spot. It is a 4th down for the Monarchs.
I tell you what, the pressure was really collapsing on Reuter, and he stepped into that throw, put it right on the money over the middle. Boy, that's a nice sign. Again, Chase usually come up with those.
And we have a flag on the play. Looks like we might have offside against Norton. We'll see what the call is from the officiating crew.
Of course, Chase kind of home before this season was wide receiver, but he's played a lot of quarterback this year. So.
And we're waiting on the call. Dead ball, equipment infraction against the Blue Jays. So somebody probably didn't have a mouthpiece in or something like that. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. We're going to keep it right here. 5:14 to play. TMP trailing 14-0. So 4th down and 11. If you're TMP, go for it. I'm not a coach, and I can't make those calls, but give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. You got it on their side of the field.
Yeah, it's you take a shot here. Maybe look for something downfield. The pass plays have been there. If you can find a guy running open, it might be a chance for a big play.
Monarch football brought to you by Bonaparte Tree, Hay Chevrolet, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, M&D Incorporated, Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, Next Tech Wireless, Bacon Ride Appraising Services, and by Union Station Coffee and Roastery. And the Monarchs are going to go for it. So that 5-yard penalty is enough to have TMP go for it. We'll see if they run that crossing pattern like they did just moments ago. Back to pass Reuter. Boy, he is running for his life, throws it up the field, nearly intercepted. Gavin Lively stepped in front of Gavin Shoemaker, the intended receiver, and it's incomplete, and a turnover on downs. Norton will take over 1st down and 10 on their own 41-yard line. They have ran one play so far. It was a 62-yard touchdown run from Jordan Dole.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate for Luke. He had Gavin in the flat, and really, I think if he could have put a little more mustard on it, might have been able to get it there. But because he was throwing off his back foot, it floated a little bit and gave the defense time to react.
1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Reuter back to pass. Jace throws one up the field, has a man out there. It's intercepted! Intercepted by Luke Reuter. He pulls it in at the Monarch 29-yard line, and TMP will take over after the turnover.
That's a big play for Luke in the defense. Good coverage down the field, and made a nice play on the ball to get the ball right back for the Monarchs. And that's one way to keep that offense off the field.
Luke did a really nice job of getting his head turned around and just, that's how you want to play a pass like that. And the pass from Jace Reuter was a little underthrown and allowed Luke to intercept the football. So Monarchs with 5:01 to go in the first quarter take over. There's a pitch out. TJ Flax breaks one tackle, fumbles the football. It's on the ground, and it is still on the ground, and I believe Norton has recovered it. Tyus Henson is on it at the TMP 44-yard line, and they take over after the Monarch fumble. Boy, that's frustrating. Just after you get something back and you give it away again, and that's the turnover bug has really hurt TMP this year. So 4:51 to play in the first quarter. Norton has it at the Monarch 44-yard line. Dole is the fullback. Lively is the tailback. It is going to be Lively on a little counter action to the outside. He has some running room. He is inside the 30 and brought down at the 29-yard line. That is a pickup of 15 yards and a Norton 1st down. He got a lot of running room out there, Dave.
He did, and you see the speed as the angle. He almost beat the defense to the corner when it looked like they had a pretty good angle on him, but they did manage to corral him before he broke it downfield.
1st down and 10. They'll mark it at the 28-yard line, so 1st and 10 from the 28 for Norton. Reuter under center. He's going to give it underneath to Dole. Breaks one tackle. Oh, my goodness. Just absolutely trucked Gavin Shoemaker. Gavin brought him down, but not without a little punishment inflicted. An 11-yard gain for Jordan Dole. It's a 1st down for the Blue Jays.
Give Gavin credit for hanging on because he took a shot for sure.
And you can see the mentality of Jordan Dole. 6 foot, 210-pound senior. He'd rather go through you than around you. Gavin Shoemaker can attest for that. Boy, they moved it back. They're going to give him a gain of 9 on the play. Reuter's going to keep it now for Norton inside the 15, cuts it to the outside, had a stiff arm down to the 5. That is going to be a pickup, we'll call it, of 13 yards and a first down for the Blue Jays. First carry by Jace Reuter, the sophomore quarterback. 1st and 10 from the 5, 3:54 to play in the first quarter. Norton on top 14-0, and they're looking for more already. Monarchs shift defensively. They're going to give it to Lively. He goes right side, breaks a tackle, cuts it in. He stood up just near the goal line, and he's in for the Norton touchdown. Lively from 5 yards out with 3:38 to play first quarter. Norton on top of TMP 20-0, and boy, Gavin got hit about the 1 and just powered his way into the end zone.
Yeah, you look at all their backs and how they run, and it's just, you talked about it, it's fundamental. It's all about keeping those legs moving, and if you don't have them wrapped up, they're going to go through you or right over the top of you or around you in some cases. But that was an impressive 4-play, 44-yard drive.
Mulder on for the extra point, and it's up, and it sneaks over the crossbar, and it is good. 3:38 to play first quarter. Norton 21, TMP nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound.
21-0, Norton with a 4-play, 44-yard drive, capped off by a 5-yard touchdown run from Gavin Lively, and they are in control of this one right now, leading 21-0, and TMP just hasn't been able to muster much offensively, Dave, and that is really allowing Norton to do whatever they want with the football.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a tough matchup, and we talked about how tough it would be to match up all the way across the line, and right now Norton's got everything going their way.
Short kickoff taken by Luke Reuter at the 17-yard line, looking for a gap. Luke breaks one tackle. He's out across the 40-yard line and will be brought down at the 43-yard line. So a 26-yard return for Luke Reuter, and the Monarchs will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. An update from Smith Center. At the end of the first quarter, no score between Smith Center and Phillipsburg.
Knew that was going to be a good one. They're both playing for the district championship.
Yep, and not wanting to go on the road the first round of the playoffs. 1st down and 10 for TMP. Ball on the near hash at the Monarch 43-yard line. Luke Reuter looking to throw it. Now he's in trouble. Throws it. Catch is made by Romy. He's looking for the edge. He's going to be slung out of bounds viciously by Jace Reuter. Be no gain on the play to bring up 2nd down and 10. So 2nd down and 10 from the 43-yard line for TMP. Yeah, that Smith Center Phillipsburg game, boy, and that's a rivalry anyway.
Yeah.
And then you add the fact that a district championship's on the line, and, well, they just don't like each other. That adds to it as well. 2nd down and 10, Monarchs. It is going to be a give off the left side. Chase Worth on the carry. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 10. Well, the Monarchs with the 3rd and 10. 3:10 to play in the first quarter. They already trail 21-0. They are looking for something positive out of this. And it's been a struggle so far to find too much positive in this one. They had the fake punt. That was a good run by Chase Romy. That was about 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. There's a throw out in the flat. Catch made by TJ Flax, and he got hammered. as he crossed the 40-yard line. He caught it behind him, so really it was a run. And it's a run that loses a couple yards. It'll bring up 4th down and 12. I mean, a play that you look at and you think, well, that's executed fairly well, but Norton's just right on top of everything.
Well, they close so fast when you think there might be a little bit of room. They're just quick.
Shoemaker to punt for TMP. It's a high snap. Gavin goes up to get it. Gets the punt away. It's a spiraling kick that's going to bounce. And Brown looked at it, and it will be downed at the 23-yard line by Joe Flax for TMP. So Norton will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23 with 1:55 to play here in the first quarter. Our scoreboard update with the Smith Center Phillipsburg score brought to you by Hayes K-Lawn, Kurt Viner, and Kirk Masca at Hayes K-Lawn. You want your yard to look good in the spring? You need to spray it in the fall with Hayes K-Lawn. 1st down and 10 Blue Jays. At their own 23-yard line, the ball over here on the near hash. Henson will be split to the near side. I formation with Dole and Lively. Look out for the reverse. Here it comes. Tevin Brown with the carry. There's going to be a block in the back, so no matter how far it goes, as the ball's fumbled out of bounds, it will be a block in the back. Henson's like, what? I didn't block in the back. It's like, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
If you can see their numbers on the back and the back of their helmet, don't block them.
Yeah, I think it brought 2 or 3 flags, so it was pretty obvious.
And especially on a reverse when you're kind of out there on an island by yourself anyway, you really can't afford to do that. But TMP is grateful because that would have been a ball out near midfield. Well, you could see that reverse developing really early too, Dave.
Yeah, it was coming back this way, and they had a nice play set up, and Gavin Shoemaker really kind of made a nice tackle down here to save it from going the distance, but I'll even know it would have come back. But still, when you're out there by yourself like Gavin was, that's a nice play. Actually knocked the ball loose, and it went out of bounds. If it stayed in bounds and TMP could have got it, they could have declined the penalty and taken the ball.
A 10-yard penalty. It's from the spot of the foul, so it's actually 1st down and 12 from the 21-yard line. I formation Blue Jays. Lively with the carry right side, and he is going to be brought down after a short gain of a yard on the play. So the Monarchs with their first pretty good defensive play of the night, and it's 2nd down and 11. Lively 3 carries, 21 yards. Dole 2 carries, 71 yards. Reuter 1 carry, 13 yards. TMP so far with 2 yards of total offense in the game. There's the pitch to Lively. He's looking for the edge. The edge is set. Lively down the sideline is brought down from behind as he crosses the 35 up to the 37-yard line. Nate Walters on the tackle for TMP, but a pickup of 16 yards and a Blue Jay 1st down.
Well, it looked like TMP was going to string that out a little better, and we talked about Lively speed at that time, just showing the patience to wait for the blocks and get a big run for the Blue Jays.
1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line for Norton. Brown comes splitting to the far side. Boy, there is a large gap. They're trying to create some running lanes for the running backs. Reuter will take the snap. He's going to option it to the right. He's going to keep it. Breaks a tackle, breaks another one. He's into the open, looking for some blockers. Breaks another tackle, still on his feet, and gets down to the TMP 30-yard line. Boy, Jace Reuter with a heck of a run right there for the Norton Blue Jays. A pickup of 34 yards and a Blue Jay 1st down.
Yeah, if they had a thought that they might be overlooking this game, they've come out and executed just like they've wanted to. They are, like you said, brushing themselves up for a hopefully nice, deep playoff run for them.
Yeah, I'd say they did not overlook TMP. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Reuter back up underneath center for Norton. He's going to give it left side to Lively. Breaks one tackle, tries to get to the edge, cuts it up. He's going to be hit. Pushed backwards at the 23-yard line, picks up 7 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Big runner, quick runner, strong runner. You see that stiff arm he put out there to get around the edge.
And that is the end of the first quarter. We have 1 quarter of play in the books. Norton in control. The Blue Jays lead 21-0. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Carpa One of Hayes Vitston Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Thomas More Prep-Marian, worlds of opportunity, investing for eternity. Discovery Drilling, serving central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building dreams for over 30 years. Service Master Clean of Hayes, from the major accidents to the minor incidents. Lifetime Dental Care, providing your family health, function, and beauty. Insurance Planning, insurance for the way you work and live. Bonaparte Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet. Hayes Chevrolet, they have a huge selection of brand new and pre-owned vehicles. M&D Incorporated, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House, feed yourself or the whole team. Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Westview Church of Hayes, helping
Norton as we start the second quarter. The Blue Jays with a 21-0 lead. They are in the shotgun formation this time for sophomore quarterback Jace Reuter. He's going to read option. He's going to keep it. Goes to the right. Looks for the edge. He's inside the 20, inside the 15. Stiff arm and is rode down at the 7-yard line. Joe Flax on the tackle for TMP. They'll mark it at the 6. A pickup on the play of 18 yards and a first down for Norton.
6'3", 195-pound sophomore.
Yeah.
And just
good luck stopping that freight train when it gets going.
Yeah, and he's young, but he looks pretty polished.
So first down and goal from the 6-yard line for the Blue Jays. Back in the shotgun formation. This time it's Dole who will take the direct snap. He's inside the 5 and into the end zone for the Blue Jay touchdown. Making it look easy with 11:35 to play in the first half. Is already 27-0 Norton, and with the direct snap to Dole, he has his second touchdown run of the ball game.
7 plays, 77 yards, and Dole caps it up just like kind of a wildcat formation. And yeah, you like your odds when you can snap the ball directly to him.
So the extra point kick from Mulder is coming on the way. As Dole, we mentioned, with his second touchdown run of the ball game, 1 from 62 and 1 from 6. Henson will take the snap, gets the hold down. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. 11:35 to play first half. Norton in control. The Blue Jays lead 28-0. We are back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. And by Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation is brought to you by Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced insulation and coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. APAC, proving itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway.
11:35 to play first half. TMP trails Norton 28-0. Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Dave Barber. And right now, Norton offensively, defensively, special teams, Dave, they're doing whatever they want.
Yeah, I know they have 2 losses on the year, but from what we've seen, this is one of the best teams for sure.
Both of those losses were without number 6 Gavin Lively, so you can almost put an asterisk next to him. Kick is taken by Luke Reuter at the 17-yard line, looking for a little running room. Ducks underneath some blockers and is brought down at the 31. That's where TMP will take over first down and 10. Monarch football brought to you in part by Verney's Hamburger House, Perftech Wireline Services, Carico Implement, Home Steel Siding and Windows, Advanced Insulation and Coatings, G&L Tire and Automotive, APAC, KJ&G Customs, and by Eagle Communications. Our community connected. First and 10 Monarchs, 31-yard line. They have 69 yards to go, and they like a score, and they like it quickly. Reuter's going to keep it on the run, looking for some room up the middle, and he is brought down. A loss on the play. A beanbag went in. That means there is a fumble. And Norton has recovered. Fumble on the play by TMP. 11:19 to play in the first half, and Norton has it again at their own 31-yard line. Boy, if anything could go wrong for TMP tonight, it most certainly is. They cannot hang on to the football. They cannot catch the football. They cannot tackle Norton. Those are not good combinations. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Reuter in a shotgun formation, trips to the near side. He's going to throw it. Only his second pass of the ball game. Looking deep down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Off the hands of Henson over on the far side, and it barely got over the reach of Chase Romey, who was in great position, but Henson tipped it up, almost had it, and fumbled it out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, like you said, Romey with pretty good coverage there, and he might have just misjudged it a little bit trying to get that tip, but Henson with it almost came up with a circus catch.
And it brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Monarchs the Blue Jays at their own, the TMP 31-yard line. There's a handoff. Petrie in the lineup, the sophomore, has some blockers, cuts it back, and is going to be brought down by Creighton Renz near the 21-yard line. It is very close to a first down. It looks like they have enough. The officials are eyeballing it, and we're going to have a timeout for a measurement here with 11:04 to go in the first half. And so the Chain Gang, and I'll tell you what, you know who the Chain Gang members are here in Norton. Before the ball game, I pointed out to Dave, I'm like, that's quite the coveralls down there. It's a white coverall with Norton Blue Jays on the back, and well, we found out that white coverall with the Norton Blue Jays on the back meant you're on the Chain Gang, and that is enough for a first down on the 10-yard carry from Tevin Petrie. So the Blue Jays have their 6th first down of the half, and we'll have 1st down and 10 just inside the 21-yard line, almost touching the 20. That Monarch defensive line, 5 across, running a couple linebackers. Really no safeties in the middle of the field right now for TMP. There's a give up the middle to Dole, and he is hitting the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on the play. Joe Flax in there for TMP. Lucas Taylor in there. Nate Walters.
That's where you want to hit Dole, is in the backfield before he has a chance to get going. And that's a nice play by the Monarch defense, something they've needed.
That's the first carry tonight for Jordan Dole that did not go for a touchdown. High formation. A little counter play to the left. Lively's hit, breaks a tackle, into the secondary and into the end zone for the Norton Blue Jay touchdown. Gavin Lively from 20 yards out following the TMP fumble. Norton on top of TMP 34-0 with 10:18 to play in the first half.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of turnovers, and they don't take long. That drive just a minute and 1 second, 4 plays, 31 yards, and another 6, looking for 7.
I mean, it is just ugly right now if you're a TMP Monarch fan. Snap is good. The kick for Mulder is up, and the kick is good. 10:18 to play in the first half. Norton 35, TMP nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
This presentation is brought to you by Nextech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bank and Ryan Appraising Services, a lead provider of real estate valuations. PerfTech Wireline Services, total case toll wireline services covering the state of Kansas. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment. Home steel siding and windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires.
10:18 to play first half. Norton just pounding it on TMP right now, leading 35-0. Jeremy McGuire and color analyst Dave Barber. And boy, the Blue Jays just relentless in this first half.
They have been, and everything they have done, they've done well. Monarchs have struggled, and the Blue Jays have taken advantage of every opportunity they've had.
Reuter Garcia back deep for TMP. The ball is in the air. Reuter will take it at the 14-yard line. Well, nearly the same location every time. Luke breaks through and gets out across the 35 and will be brought down at the 37-yard line. In on the tackle for the Blue Jays was Alexander Hort, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. 1st and 10 for TMP. We'll see if they can get something going the right direction here.
Well, one thing that's been kind of nice is Reuter's had some pretty decent returns in the kicking game. That time you saw him see the hole and kind of accelerate through there. Good field position.
So 1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line. They are retrieving the tee from the middle of the field right now, and they're just going to let him play through it. Reuter's going to keep it on the read, and he is going to be slung down. Absolutely nowhere to go as Jacob Green rips him down. After a loss of 5 on the play, it's going to bring up 2nd and 15.
Well, these Blue Jays played downhill on both sides of the ball, no question about it. They're impressive.
We talk about their size, their athleticism, and everything like that, but they're smart too. I mean, they read it and they go. I mean, that takes a lot of study, and that ball is tipped, and it is caught at the 40-yard line. Creighton Renz on the receiving end. That's a pickup of, we're going to call it 8 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Well, yeah, you talk about that. Son of well coached, just fundamentally sound. I mean, they just don't make mistakes. And they look for, they're kind of like sharks in the water, looking for an opportunity to jump on a mistake.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Monarchs. Back to pass Reuter. He is under some pressure, throws it off his back foot. It's intercepted by Petrie, and he goes down at the 42-yard line. There is a flag on the play at midfield, so we're going to see what that is.
Might be holding downfield. And again, unfortunately, Reuter having to backpedal couldn't step into that one, or he might have had a big play.
Yep, because he had a man out there. So we'll see what the call is from the official. They are going to wave off the flag, so no flag, and so the interception stands. Blue Jays have it back at their own 43-yard line following the interception by Tevin Petrie. That is the 3rd interception on the season for Petrie. 1st and 10 from the 43 as we flip our charts again. That is the 3rd turnover of the ball game for TMP. And Dave, we've been talking about that all year long, how turnovers have really hurt him, and how against a really good team you just cannot afford to have errors like that. And I don't necessarily put that one on Luke. He's trying to make a play, but he had no time to throw it, throwing off his back foot, and you loft it and you allow a quick guy to get right underneath of it and intercept it.
Yeah, it's a tough break.
Dole in motion, empty backfield now for Reuter. He throws it underneath. Catch is made by Henson. He's looking for a block, and he's going to be brought down. A nice open field tackle by TJ Flax. A gain of 8 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and a short 2. That was set up nicely for the Blue Jays as they emptied out the backfield and then allowed that pressure to come in a little bit, but just not quite enough. They'll say a gain of 9 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. The ball in TMP territory at the 48-yard line. 8:20 to go first half. Monarchs trailing 35-0. Lively breaks free, breaks a tackle. He's on the run. Nate Walters finally brings him down, but not before he gets to the 28-yard line and picks up 20 more yards and another Norton 1st down.
Monarchs just have no answers really on either side of the ball tonight for Norton that has come in here rolling and not looking back at all.
I think Norton just wanted to make a statement of some kind. tonight. Whatever it is, it's working. They have it first down and 10 at the TMP 28-yard line. Reuter's going to throw it. Looks over the middle, has his man. It is inside the 15. It's a first down. Riley Hager on the receiving end. Down to the 13-yard line, a 15-yard gain, and another Blue Jay first down.
And they've opened up this league, and you think well, that we're throwing the ball, but I think you talked about what they're trying to do is polish some things up, and run their offense and execute, and they're doing it quite well.
First down and 10 from the 13-yard line for Norton. Henson split to the far side. Devin Brown to the top side. I formation for the Blue Jays, tight end left. It is going to be Dole up the middle. He dances through some traffic, still on his feet, running hard inside the 10, and he's going to be brought down at the 6-yard line, a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3. Boy, Norton has been living on this side of the football field all night long. Well, if you're TMP, you just want to try and make something positive happen. Second down and 3. There's a give up the middle, and a nice play by Nick Mice as he brings down Lively. And it's going to be a pickup of, call it 2 on the play. It's third down and 1. Mice did a good job on that play, Dave, just shooting through the gap and getting a hold of Lively, and that's an even matchup. Nick Mice at 270 pounds, wrapping up Gavin Lively. So third down and 1 for Norton. The ball just inside the 5-yard line. Reuter under center. Patience calls out the snap. Dole's going to get the carry again, and he will spin his way into the end zone for another Norton touchdown. Jordan Dole with his third touchdown of the first half with 6:11 to go in the first half. It is Norton 41, TMP nothing.
Just 2.5 minutes off the clock to go 57 yards, 5 plays. That's kind of like a machine just rolling on.
So the 5-yard run for Dole. The extra point kick coming for the Blue Jays. Snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 6:11 to play in the first half. TMP trails 42-0. We're going to keep it right here. Monarch football brought to you by Lewis Automotive Group, Crop Production Services of Hayes, State Glass Company, Hayes Kalon, M&D Incorporated, Ellis County Abstract and Title Company, Thomas More Prep-Marian, Lifetime Dental Care, Hertz Rent-A-Car, Discovery Drilling, Progressive Physical Therapy, Adams Brown, Barron, and Ball, Gibbs Auto Supply, Precision Valley Golf Center, Midwest Energy, and by Simpson Farm Enterprises. Jeremy McGuire, Dave Barber. Boy, Dave, Norton has scored 21 points each quarter, and where that Blue Jay train is running strong, and TMP has nothing to stop it right now.
Yeah, they've got the throttle down with the cruise control set, and TMP needs some kind of big play just to get some kind of spark.
So Ritter tees it up at the 40-yard line. His right leg is going to get sore as much as he's been kicking tonight. That ball is in the air. Reuter for TMP takes it at the 13. Looking up the seam, looking to break a tackle, trying to get to the outside, and he is slung down by Will Ellis at the 27-yard line. First down and 10 TMP, and we already have a running clock tonight. 42-0. 42-0 Blue Jays. Oh, nope, they stopped it. So maybe they were just being gracious for TMP and running a little time because, boy, the Monarchs have not been able to do anything so far tonight. First and 10 TMP at their own 27-yard line. TJ Flax in motion to the outside for TMP. It is a quarterback keeper for Luke Reuter. Nice stiff arm. Luke gets to the 30, up to the 31-yard line. That is going to be a pickup of 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6.
That's, again, a nice play. Start the drive. Luke Reuter doing a good job getting his own stiff arm out, getting a nice extra yard or two.
So 2nd down and 6 from the 31-yard line for TMP with 5:20 to play in the first half. They trail 42-0. When the Monarchs went 3 and out on their first possession, punted. Norton brought it back 48 yards for a touchdown, and it has been all Blue Jays since. TJ Flax on the carry for TMP has nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. I don't care who you are at running back. If you have 3, 4, 5 Blue Jays in your face nearly instantaneously after getting the handoff, you're not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of 5 on the play.
No, and you know he could see it coming. He tried to slow down to cut back, but you're right. It's like a wall of blue with no light coming through.
I mean, there's nothing he can do there. As a running back, absolutely nothing. That one, you hang that one on the offensive line. Reuter to throw for TMP, has some time, throws it up near the first down marker. Catch is made by Creighton Renz. A pickup of 10 on the play. It's 4th down and 1.
And that was another nice play. That time he had some time to kind of look and waited. Tossed it over the middle. When he has time to set his feet, he's thrown some nice passes.
And TMP is going to take a timeout with 4:11 to go here in the first half. Monarchs in some trouble. They trail 42-0. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
This presentation is brought to you by Nextech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bank and Ryan Appraising Services, a lead provider of real estate valuations. Perftech Wireline Services, total case toll wireline services covering the state of Kansas. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment. Home steel siding and windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires.
In the first half, 4:11 to play. An update from Smith Center at halftime. Smith Center and Phillipsburg are knotted up 0-0. So a heck of a football game going on over in Smith Center, about an hour to our east here on Highway 36. And right now, the scoreboard's lighting up for the home team as the Blue Jays have put up 42 points. TMP's going for it on 4th down, and the pass to Creighton Renz is dropped, incomplete, right in his breadbasket. Would have been a first down, but that's the 3rd time that I can remember in this first half, Dave, where the pass was right on the money, but it was dropped.
Yeah, and that's execution, focus, just making plays when you have to.
Now Norton will get the football back, 1st down and 10 at the TMP 36-yard line. So from bad to worse for TMP, not only do you not catch the pass, you don't get the first down, you give the ball back to Norton, and they have it at your 36-yard line. Need the Blue Jays throw it here. Reuter is going to throw it. Shotgun, looking over deep, has a man out there. It is incomplete. Jordan Dole was the intended receiver. He had gotten behind TJ Flax, but the pass just a little bit too far, and it's 2nd down and 10. Boy, Reuter just floats that ball out there. He has some pretty good arm strength, too, because, you can tell he's not just motoring that thing.
No, again, you see some things from the sophomore that's impressive, and that's laying the ball out there when you know you've got a receiver with speed running down the sideline. Throw it out in front of everybody and let him try to make a play.
2nd down and 10. Pistol formation this time for the Blue Jays. Reuter's going to give it right up the middle. Gavin Lively nearly running out of his jersey, still on his feet, still going, and they're going to finally bring him down. It took about half the TMP team riding him down after a gain of 8, down to the 27-yard line. It brings up 3rd down and 2. And there's a Monarch that is slow to get up. It's like Creighton Renz. I think that he'll be ready to go. 3rd down and 2 for TMP, or for Norton, after the 8-yard run from Lively. Third down and 2. There's the pitch to Lively. He's looking to get to the edge. He's got the blockers. Still on his feet. Inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Blue Jays.
Boy, walking the tightrope looked like he was awful close to the sideline, but
official following him right up there. So
Yeah, I had a good view of it, and that took him just 3 plays to go that 36 yards. Put another TD on the board.
Lively, this one from 27 yards out. And the Norton Blue Jays are just putting it to TMP. It is 48-0 with the extra point coming. Snap is a good one. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:11 to play, first half. Norton 49, TMP nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Presentation is brought to you by Nextech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bank and Ryan Appraising Services, a lead provider of real estate valuations. Perftech Wireline Services, total case toll wireline services covering the state of Kansas. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment. Home steel siding and windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. This presentation is
3:11 to play, first half. TMP trails Norton 49-0. As we mentioned, in Smith Center in Phillipsburg, tied at 0 at halftime. Our scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes K-Lawn. If you want your grass to look good in the spring, you need to have it sprayed in the fall by Hayes K-Lawn. Mulder will kick off now for Norton. Reuter, Garcia back deep for TMP. Norton has kicked it to their defensive left each and every time, and they're going to do it again. Gavin Shoemaker on the return from the 33 for TMP, breaking a tackle, still on his feet. Drug down across the 35, up at the 38-yard line. Tevin Petrie on the tackle. 1st and 10, TMP at their own 38-yard line. Monarchs have had plenty of drives, Dave, but they just haven't been able to move the ball much.
Yeah, and really, the field position hasn't been that bad for them to start these drives either, but like you said, just haven't managed to get anything going.
First down and 10, TMP. Reuter is going to run it, and he's going to be brought down from behind. In there quickly for the Norton Blue Jays was Colin Ocker. Second down and we'll call it 11, a loss of 1 on the play for the Monarchs. Luke Reuter, 6 carries tonight, negative 15 yards. Monarchs negative 15 yards on the ground, 28 yards through the air. Man in motion near side. Option to the left. Reuter's going to keep it, cuts it up. Ellison on the tackle for Norton and pick up a 3 on the play for Luke Reuter. Will bring up 3rd down and 8 for TMP. Ball at the 40-yard line. So 3rd down and 8 for TMP. The Monarchs down 49-0. Norton making an emphatic statement as they are heading into the playoffs next Tuesday night. They'll play right here at home at Travis Field. Back to pass, Reuter. Looking, steps up. Going to have a little bit of space to run, but boy, the closing speed, the ball's on the ground. Who's on it? Fumble, and it is covered by Norton. Boy, Luke Reuter just got absolutely tagged on the play and looked like Doyle on the tackle, and the fumble is recovered by the Blue Jays. They will have it 1st down and 10 at the TMP 33-yard line, or 38-yard line, excuse me. That is turnover number 4 of this first half for TMP. Boy, Luke had a gap. He thought, oh, he's got a little running room, but my goodness, they just closed it so quickly.
Yeah, just speed all over the field.
And you can't replicate what Norton's bringing at TMP right now. It is not possible. Back to pass, Reuter heaves it over the middle, looking for his man, incomplete. Tevin Brown, the intended receiver. Well, you gotta wonder a little bit about the Blue Jays. Lively was actually intended receiver. You heard a little scatter after TMP absolutely obliterated them in the Mid-Continent League basketball tournament last year in the semifinals in Waukene. You heard, well, wait till football season. And you got to wonder if the fact that Norton's still throwing the football up by 49 points, that might play a little bit of a factor into this. 2nd down and 10. Reuter, play action pass, looking down the field, has his man Hager. He has it inside the 30, inside the 25. There's a flag on the play. We might have an ineligible man downfield, and that's what the call is going to be. So an ineligible man downfield against the Blue Jays, and that will make it 2nd down and 15. Yeah, TMP will absolutely accept that. Norton starting to filter some more kids in on the offensive line. The TMP just hoping that they can get a positive play here to end this first half. 1:22 to play, first half, 49-0 Blue Jays. Now they will stack twins on both sides. Reuter's going to throw it again. Steps up, throws it out in the flat, incomplete, intended for Dole. It'll bring up 3rd down and 15. I just don't understand why you're heaving the football up 49 points. It's poor sportsmanship in my opinion.
Yeah, it's got to wonder what they're thinking about. Because now all they want to do is run the clock out, get in halftime, not get anybody hurt.
3rd down and 15. Back to pass, Reuter again. He's under some pressure. He's hit. He is going to throw it up the field, incomplete, and it will bring up 4th down. That pass intended for Brown, and a 4th down and 15 for the Blue Jays, and they were likely to go for it. And they're Lucas Melvin talking with his sophomore quarterback, Jace Reuter. He will go back out into the huddle with the Blue Jays, and TMP will try and find a way to not allow Norton to pick up 15 yards. Blue Jays are going to line up Brown over here on the near side. Got Hager in the slot. Back to pass, Reuter has time to throw. Now he's under some pressure, throws it incomplete, and a turnover on downs, and TMP will have it 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Boy, Lucas Taylor put some pretty good pressure on Jace Reuter and caused that ball to be a little bit underthrown. 1st and 10 TMP at the Norton, we'll call it 43, nearly 44-yard line.
Yeah, I like the series that defense put together that time. Like you said, pressure at the end. Really forced the throw earlier than Reuter wanted to.
1st down and 10, Monarchs. TJ Flax in motion. He's going to get the carry, goes to the outside, and just absolutely nowhere to go. I mean, the offensive line, you got to wonder if they're blocking anybody right now, because that's a loss of 5 more on the play for TJ Flax. And I understand Norton's a good ball club, but, I mean, it's like they're not blocking anybody right now. TJ Flax, 5 carries, minus 15 yards. 2nd down and 15. Norton slowly but surely getting more and more kids into the ball game. Flax in motion again for the Monarchs. He'll get the carry. Same play, same result. Cameron Hikus on the tackle for the Blue Jays. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 19, a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, I think they're just going to let the clock run out and go regroup.
Well, they've got a lot of regrouping to do because they trail 49-0 at halftime. We are through one half of play. Norton 49, TMP nothing. We're back with more from Travis Field and Norton right after this. This is Monarch Football.
This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep-Marian. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon today. Perftech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs, for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected. This presentation of Eagle TV High School Sports is brought to you by Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Find us in the Northridge Plaza in Hayes. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Services for all ages, Sunday mornings at 10:30 and Wednesday evenings at 7. See them online at westviewchurch.tv. Carpet One of Hayes and Vidstem Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Nobody does it better than Carpet One. Thomas More Prep-Marian. Through the dedication of students, parents, teachers, and alumni members, the focus is on Christian values and community awareness. TMP, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling. With 4 late model rigs, they have served central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, designing and building residential and commercial, building dreams for over 30 years. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, see our ad in the Next Tech directory. Service Master Clean of Hayes. From the major accidents to the minor incidents, Service Master Clean of Hayes. Corey, Pam, and the entire staff supports the efforts of Hayes High and TMP. Call today at 785-628-6712. Lifetime Dental Care. They provide your family with health, function, and beauty. Check out all of their services at lifetimedentalcare.com. Lifetime Dental Care of Hayes, always accepting new patients. Insurance Planning. Insurance for the way you work and live. For business, home, and family. Value the price, remember the service. Insurance Planning, IPI Financial Services, and Ag Pro Crop Insurance. Offices in Hayes, Great Bend, and Russell. Bonapet Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet with a fun-filled experience for your special friend. Hayes Chevrolet. They have a huge selection of brand new Chevy cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, and a great selection of pre-owned vehicles. See them online at hayschevrolet.com. M&D Incorporated. They do trenching for sewer, water, electric, and gas. They also dig basements and make building pads. M&D Excavating, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House. Feed yourself or the whole team with great burgers, milkshakes, and the award-winning onion rings. And they now accept credit and debit cards. Marianne, Bonnie, and the staff at Verney's Hamburger House, 17th and Vine in Hayes. Next Tech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls. The freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bacon Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations for the mortgage lending marketplace. With many years of experience, they have a proven track record. Contact Patty Bacon-Ryan today. PerfTech Wireline Services, total cased whole wireline services covering the state of Kansas, and proud to support TMP and Hayes High. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment, from farm tractors to lawn and garden equipment. Carico carries many hard-to-find parts and offers a complete line of toys and collectibles. Home Steel Siding and Windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable with quality products we stand behind. See us at our location north of Hayes or online at homesteelsiding.com. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. They do oil changes, alignments, brake service, transmission flushes, any kind of service work, including tires by Firestone and Bridgestone. Union Station Coffee and Roastery, fresh roasted coffee daily. Leon's Welding and Fabrication, custom-built projects from the start to the gloss to the durable powder coat finish. Advanced Insulation and Coatings, save money, reduce sound, improve indoor air quality. Spray foam is the right choice for your home or business. Advanced Insulation and Coatings in Hayes. APAC, proven itself to be unsurpassed in quality and safety for highway construction. In fact, APAC is recognized as having one of the very best safety records in the industry. APAC, giving you the smooth ride. KJ&G Customs for complete auto restorations, custom paint jobs, and custom exhaust. See Troy Robinson and the staff at KJ&G Customs on East 13th Street in Hayes. And by Eagle Communications, proud to provide cable TV, the fastest high-speed internet and phone services to the area. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
Along with color analyst Dave Barber, and TMP trailing 49-0 as we get ready to start this second half, and this will be the first time Norton has had to return a kick. So if you're TMP, I really wouldn't want to kick it deep to those guys back there because of their speed and athleticism. What the heck, just open up and try an onside kick.
Why not? Why not? Go after.
Score update from Smith Center. The Redmen on the board. 73-yard touchdown run, 1:49 to go third quarter. Smith Center leads 7-0. And our scoreboard update brought to you by Hayes Kalon. The green grass you want in the spring starts with spraying in the fall by Hayes Kalon. Call Kirk Maska at 623-0674 or Kurt Viner at 623-8427. Kickoff deep. It's going to be picked up by Tevin Brown at the 13-yard line. He has a hole the size of Texas, and he is on the run. He is at midfield. He's at the 30, looking to break it, and he is gone. Tevin Brown, 87 yards for the Blue Jay touchdown on the kick return. 11:48 to go in the third quarter. It's 55-0 Norton. Wow.
Well, that's the threat. You talked about it, kicking it deep. Didn't take them long to strike. Oh, evidently, they're not going to run a continuous clock.
So 11:48 to play in the third quarter, and Norton strikes again. They will go out to kick the extra point. So that's two special teams touchdowns, one off a punt and one off of a kick return for the Blue Jays. Snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:48 to play in the third quarter. It did not take Norton long. We're going to keep it right here as they lead it by a score of 56-0. Monarch football brought to you by USAFE Pharmacy, Hayes Chevrolet, Horizon Appliance and Electronics, Kevin Shoemaker Construction, Field Abstract and Title Company, Heartland Building Center, RM Custom Metals, Roof Masters, Canterbury Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Shelter Insurance Agent Dustin Shoemaker, Steel Fabrications, Edward Jones, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, Discount Siding Supply, High Plains Roofing, HayesPost.com, and Eagle Communications, our community connected. Well, Dave, it took Norton all of 12 seconds in the third quarter to get on the board again.
Yeah.
And my score sheet is filled up with a lot of Norton right now.
Yeah, just ran a simple wedge right up the middle, and you could see it like you called it. It opened wide open.
There's no Monarchs there.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, they tried to run him down, but it just wasn't going to happen. Green to kick off for the Blue Jays. Gets that one in the air. It is a sidewinder that is going to roll out of bounds at the 18-yard line. So TMP will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. And Norton running the first stringers out there defensively again with a 55-0 lead. And boy, one thing that if I was a Blue Jay fan, I mean, you like to win the ball game, but it happens. Injuries, you don't like it, but when you can prevent it by not having, I mean, you don't want to see anybody, second or third stringers get hurt either, but you're looking to win a state title, you have your first string guys out there with a 55-0 lead. Reuter takes a snap for TMP, gives it up the middle to Chase Worth, and he is buried 5 yards deep in the backfield. And now we see some guys coming in. Maybe they're just looking for a send-off for the seniors. That might very well be the case. And in that instance, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm okay with that right there.
It is senior night.
I was getting a little frustrated there for a second. I'm not going to lie to you. Loss of 5 on the play for Chase Worth. 2nd down and 15 for TMP. Tate Garcia in motion to the far side, right to left for TMP, and Garcia makes the catch somehow, some way, as that was nearly intercepted by Jordan Dole. So a loss of 4 on the play. It's 3rd and 19 for TMP.
Yeah, that's one of those where you might have been more fortunate to drop one there, but, it was a nice effort laid out, but unfortunately lost his feet and lost some yards.
So 3rd down and 19 for the Monarchs. The ball at their own 26-yard line. Reuter's going to throw it again. Stepping back, has time to throw, is going to heave it down the field. Gavin Shoemaker's out there, and it is incomplete. When it went off of Gavin's hands, out there on the coverage for Norton was Tyus Henson. Also in there for the Blue Jays was Ryan Johnson, the 5'6 sophomore, seeing his first action of the ball game, and Gavin Shoemaker a little slow to get up for TMP. And so looks like Monarchs will have Chase Romey punt, as Gavin will have to come off, and TMP's needing a extra blocker. Nope, they're going to have Luke Taylor punt, and Chase Romey will be the up man. So Taylor will punt it for TMP. Gets the snap, gets the kickoff. It's a short one. It's a sidewinder. It's going to roll backwards and continue to roll, and it will be down at the TMP 23-yard line. The punt nets -3 yards for the Monarchs, and the clock is running now with the 56-0 lead. Unless it's again the scoreboard operator giving TMP a break. And Norton will continue with Jace Reuter at quarterback. Gavin Lively's out there. Jordan Dole is out there. Tyus Henson, Tevin Brown. I'll tell you what, I don't get upset on the air very often, but this is ridiculous. There's a pass by Reuter out in the flat. It's incomplete, intended for Brown. It will bring up 2nd down and 10. Now you're up by 56 points, and you're running your first stringers out there. You've already had the send-off for the seniors on defense. Get them off the field. 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Jays. Lively's come off the field. Henson's off the field. No, Lively's still out there. It wasn't. And we're going to have a timeout on the field called by TMP. We'll take it with you. 8:13 to play, 3rd quarter. Norton 56, TMP nothing. This is Monarch football.
Brought to you by Nextech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bank and Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations. Perftech Wireline Services, total case toll wireline services covering the state of Kansas. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment. Home steel siding and windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. This presentation is brought to you.
10, TMP calls a timeout, and I think John Montgomery might have went out there and had a heart check with these kids. That might be exactly what he did right there, and we'll see what comes out of it. But Norton, 2nd down and 10. Snap back to Reuter. He's going to throw it. The catch is made by Lively inside the 15, inside the 10, into the end zone for the Norton touchdown. 23 yards out with 8:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 62-0 Blue Jays.
Yeah.
And what Norton's doing right now it just isn't even funny. It's not competitive. It's just downright disrespectful.
Mom always said if you don't have anything good to say.
The extra point kick is good. And with 7:57 as they stop the clock to play in the 3rd quarter, 63-0. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Nextech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bank and Ryan Appraising Services, the lead provider of real estate valuations. Perftech Wireline Services, total case toll wireline services covering the state of Kansas. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment. Home steel siding and windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires.
7:57 to go, 3rd quarter. excuse me, as the sneezes go on. TMP trailing 63-0 to Norton. And Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Dave Barber. And boy, this is just a beat down to beat all beat downs right now. Monarchs trail by 9 touchdowns. And they have not been able to move the football. And it has resulted in Norton scoring a heck of a lot of points. Mulder to kick off for Norton. Luke Reuter, Tate Garcia back deep for TMP.
In the concession stand, 50-cent popcorn.
And here comes the kick. It is in the air, and it's going to bounce, and it will roll out of bounds at the 10-yard line. The question is, was it touched by Reuter?
Kick out of bounds again.
No, it's a kick out of bounds. I didn't know if Luke touched it or not, so TMP will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Norton's starting to run a few kids out right now. Still have a couple of first stringers on the defensive end, but not too many. 1st down and 10 from the 35. For TMP. Luke Reuter at quarterback. Gavin Shoemaker, good to see him back in and going. The run for Reuter, tries to get around the edge, and he is going to be slung out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard on the play. We'll give him a gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, like to see the offense put some points on the board.
Something.
See if Reuter can put a nice drive together for him here.
2nd down and 9. The ball at the 36-yard line. TMP moving from our right to our left. Tate Garcia in motion for TMP. And it is going to be Luke again on the carry. Doesn't matter who Norton has in there right now. They just shoved the entire line back into the backfield. And it's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, pulled the fake out, and Norton defense was right in the middle of his lap.
I mean, there's nothing you can do at that point. Absolutely nothing you can do. 3rd down and 12. Reuter's looking to take the snap, looking to have something go. Back to pass. He's under pressure, steps up, throws. The catch is made by Creighton Renz. He's at midfield, down into Norton territory at the 48-yard line. And that's enough for a Monarch 1st down, a pickup of 19 yards on the play.
Again, able to step up into the pressure, into the pocket as it started to close in on him, but delivered that one right on the money.
So 1st down and 10 for TMP and Norton territory. Back to pass, Reuter. Steps up, throws it out, catch is made by Shoemaker, makes a man miss, then he's going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. In on the tackle for the Blue Jays was Ryan Lively, a 6', 150-pound freshman. So a gain of, they call it 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. So TMP starting to move the football just a little bit. 5:15 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Monarchs trail 63-0. Reuter throws it out in the flat. Another catch is made this time by Shoemaker again. Looking to break some tackles. He's going to be stood up, and he is going to pick up about 3 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Yep, just a little quick toss it out on the flat. Let Gavin try to work the sideline, but picked up a nice few yards.
I mean, if you can't run the football, you just as well make those short passes basically an extension of the run game. 3rd down and 4 for the Monarchs. Back to pass Reuter. Stepping up, throwing right through the hands of the intended receiver over on the far side for TMP, Jace Rushoff. Bring up 4th down. And again, another pass that goes through the receiver's hands tonight. Henson off the field now for Norton, as the Blue Jays have finally went to what looks like all subs on the field. Imagine that post-game handshake might be a little icy tonight. Back to pass Luke on 4th down. Throws it over the middle. Looking for Creighton Renz. Threw it behind him. A turnover on downs. Incomplete. Norton gets the football back. The Monarchs' most promising drive of the football game goes for naught, as Norton will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 42-yard line. Running clock, 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And Phillipsburg is on the board in Smith Center. 5:01 to go. Phillipsburg up 8-7.
Wow, that's been a ball game.
1st down and 10 for the Blue Jays. They give up the middle, and nothing going that time.
Ryan Johnson now quarterbacking, hands off.
And looking like Ray Casson on the carry for Norton, a loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah, they have brought in all the subs now.
Yep. Jeremy can get off his soapbox now. 2nd down and 11. And that ball is loose. It's on the ground. And who has it?
I think the Monarchs got on it.
TMP gets on it. Monarchs recover the fumble. They will take over 1st down and 10 at the Norton 42-yard line. 2nd turnover of the ball game by the Blue Jays. So now we'll see if the TMP offense can create something. First down and 10. Reuter gonna throw it, looks deep down the field for Chase Romey. He's out there, he dropped it. Chase had it in his hands at the 8-yard line and could not hold on to it. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, he knows it too. It was a tough adjustment. Had to kind of turn, spin, and stay with the ball, and just lost it.
2nd down and 10. 1:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter as the clock runs. TMP trailing 63-0. Back to pass Reuter again. Looks again, has Romey open over the middle, inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, TMP! The Monarchs are on the board. A 42-yard touchdown strike from Luke Reuter to Chase Romey with 1:03 to go in the 3rd quarter at 63-6.
Yeah, that's the connection we've been looking for. And again, right on the money, good timing. Romey broke over the middle, broke open, and put that one right on the money in stride and able to haul it in. Nice play for the Monarchs.
So with a 1:03 to go in the 3rd, and TMP will be on to try the extra point. So the Monarchs kick is on the way by Rushoff, and the kick is good. So with 1:03 to play in the 3rd quarter, Norton 63, TMP 7. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Presentation is brought to you by Nextech Wireless. Discover something different. Sakatumi Sushi Rolls, the freshest fish this side of Big Creek. Bank and Ryan Appraising Services, a lead provider of real estate valuations. PerfTech Wireline Services, total case toll wireline services covering the state of Kansas. Carico Implement, pleased to offer the John Deere line of equipment. Home steel siding and windows, making your home or business beautiful, energy efficient, and comfortable. G&L Tire and Automotive, more than just tires. This presentation is brought.
1:03 to go, 3rd quarter. TMP on the board to play 62-yard drive following a Norton fumble with 1:03 to play in the third. TMP trails 63-7. Jace Rushoff will kick off for TMP, but boy, Dave Barber, it was nice to see TMP erase that shutout that was on the board.
Absolutely, and I tell you what, that was well designed and well executed. Nice pass right over the middle. Reuter delivered, and Romy with a nice catch and run afterwards.
So Rushoff will be kicking. Norton with their first-string return team on the field. Shocker. And the kick by Rushoff is a short one that's going to roll out of bounds, and Norton, well, they have the right to either take the ball at the 35-yard line or have TMP re-kick it, and looks like they're going to take it at the 35. So first down and 10 for the Blue Jays after the kick out of bounds. A special thanks to all of our sponsors who have helped bring you TMP football throughout the season. Monarchs earlier this year snapped a 12-game losing streak, and well, it was nice to see for this club. There's a pitch out. Mason on the carry, and he is going to be rode down. A nice play by Lucas Taylor all the way back to the 26-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play. Boy, Taylor just broke right through there and brought him down.
And that's got to feel good for Lucas to get a nice play like that. It's been tough going on that line of scrimmage all night long.
Yeah, it's been flat out ugly. Second down and 17 following the, well, we're going to say they give him a little bit of a break. We'll say second and 18. There's a fullback give right up the middle. Trenton Wright on the carry. He is going to pick up a few yards up to the 31-yard line. It'll bring up third down for the Blue Jays. 3rd and 13. And that is going to be the final play of the third quarter. We've made it through 3 quarters. Norton 63, TMP 7. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Monarch football.
Live. Carpa One of Hayes Vidston Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945. Thomas More Prep-Marian, Worlds of Opportunity, Investing for Eternity. Discovery Drilling, serving central and western Kansas for over 19 years. Master Cleaners, professional dry cleaning at an affordable price. Paul Wurtenberger Construction, building dreams for over 30 years. Service Master Clean of Hayes, from the major accidents to the minor incidents. Lifetime Dental Care, providing your family health, function, and beauty. Insurance Planning, insurance for the way you work and live. Bonaparte Treat, a bakery, boutique, and hotel for your pet. Hayes Chevrolet, they have a huge selection of brand new and pre-owned vehicles. M&D Incorporated, building the backbone of our community. Verney's Hamburger House, feed yourself or the whole team. Kerner Chiropractic, providing personalized chiropractic care so you can live your life. Westview Church of Hayes, helping you enjoy life. Carpa One of Hayes Vidston Decorating Center, providing you with quality, service, selection, and value since 1945.
14 for Norton as we start the fourth quarter. The Blue Jays leading 63-7. Johnson up underneath center. There's a give left side, and not a whole lot of running room that time for Trenton Wright. Picks up 3 on the play. It's 4th down and 11. And like to send out some good luck wishes to the Monarch cross country team, as they are going to be running at state cross country this weekend. Both the boys and the girls cross country teams. Boys run at 10:45 a.m. Saturday, and girls run at 1 p.m. at Rim Rock Farms. I believe that is by Lawrence. But good luck to head coach Matt Dumler and to the cross-country teams. Jace Reuter on to punt. Gets it to Tate Garcia, who got blasted after the officials blew the whistle, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Norton. Good call by the official. The whistle came, and then Garcia just got destroyed.
Yeah, in fact, I think Garcia had gone down and gotten back up before he got hit. So.
Fourth penalty against Norton, 45 yards. Clock winds, TMP down by 56. Monarchs are going to end their season extremely disappointing, 1-8. One win in their last 18 ball games. Tough for them, tough for Monarch fans, and well, just a tough season overall. Back to pass, Reuter, looking for some help, gets hit as he throws it, and it is incomplete. It bounced into the hands of Ryan Lively. He'll bring up second down and 10, and with good pressure on the play from Maverick Engel, the 5'10", 195-pound junior, was really putting some pressure on Luke as he got rid of that football. Second down and 10. Man in motion is Garcia. He's going to get the pass, and it is intercepted. Reuter was throwing it out in the flat, and a heck of a play by Ryan Johnson, the 5'6" sophomore. So he saw that one coming and cut in front and made the interception.
Yeah, you got to give the young man credit. I mean, that was a tough play because he had people all over him trying to block and came up with a big catch.
Fifth turnover of the ball game against TMP. 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles. Norton has turned the ball over twice, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Well, the Norton sideline got pretty excited about that play. You know, when your young kids are out there making plays, you like to see that kind of reaction out of the sideline if you're
absolutely.
Just a sports fan in general.
That's what you want to see, and I imagine the older kids, too, are excited for the young man.
1st and 10, and a delay of game against the Blue Jays. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty. So they mark that ready for play. Delay Blue Jays, that is their 5th penalty for 50 yards. TMP is yet to be penalized tonight. Going to be a little quarterback keeper. That's only because the snap was mishandled by Johnson. He'll bring up second down. He was able to pick up a couple of yards on the play. (63-7). TMP trails by 56. Norton will host first-round playoff next week here at Travis Field. That ball's on the ground. Johnson falls on it, and he'll lose a couple of yards on the play. And it will bring up third down. TMP has to look forward to next year now. The Monarchs will open their 2016 season at home against Abilene. Of course, that's not a very fun assignment. Abilene right now 8-0 heading into their matchup tomorrow night against Buhler. No gain on the play for the Blue Jays, brings up 4th down.
Buhler are a pretty fair team themselves. That might be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, it'll be a really good matchup. The loser of that ball game most likely has to hit the road to take on Ulysses. Road games and Ulysses, that is not fun. 4th down for Norton. We'll see if they throw it or go ahead and just run it. They are going to throw it. Johnson rolling to his left. Throws with his left hand. The pass is incomplete. Ryan Lively, the intended receiver, and the freshman not very happy with himself, not coming down with that. Incomplete. TMP will take over on downs. The ball at their own 47-yard line with 5:44 and counting remaining in the ball game.
And TMP takes over on downs, first and 10 on their own 48.
Phillipsburg on top of Smith Center 14-7 with 1:51 to play in the game over in Smith Center. Back to pass, Reuter has some time. He's going to throw it up the field. Has a man out there, incomplete, intended for Chase Romey. And a flag on the play. Over on the far side.
You call the pass interference, I think, but.
And the officials will make the call. And it is pass interference against the Blue Jays. That will be enough for a Monarch first down. So they'll mark off the pass interference. It will give TMP the ball in Norton territory. That is a 15-yard penalty spotted at the 38-yard line.
4:25 left.
First and 10 TMP. Back to pass, Reuter. In some trouble, steps up, throws it, incomplete, intended for Gavin Shoemaker. Luke trying to navigate that pocket that had collapsed on him. Brings up second down.
Yeah, and this is good. This is still a good experience, and Luke stepping up in there, and like you said, he kind of, I think he was looking on, again, Romey maybe on the outside over here, and not there, so he checked it down.
Second down and 10. Back to pass, Luke. Under pressure. He is going to be buried. Hayden Wiltfong in on the tackle for Norton. Also in there for the Blue Jays was Alexander Hort, the senior. It was a big loss for TMP, a loss of 12. It's third down and 22. Monarchs have a long ways to go. They'd like to get another score on the board here before the end of this ball game, just to have a little work on the scoreboard. And Reuter's in trouble, and he is going to be brought down back to the 41-yard line. In on the sack that time was Cameron Hikus, the senior. So from third down and 22, a loss of 9 more yards, it's fourth down and 31 for TMP.
Going to step back and probably heave it down the field looking for Romey again.
This got to do something. I mean, fourth and 31. You got a long ways to go. Probably the last time TMP will have the football on offense this year. Back to pass, Reuter. He is going to throw it up the field. Has Romey out there. It's tipped and incomplete. Turnover on downs. And Norton will take over back at the TMP 41-yard line as the clock runs with 1:53 to go.
Well, another fun season starting to come behind us here. Always fun to go work in the booth with my good friend, Mr. McGuire.
It's, you know what, we're football junkies. And we're baseball junkies this time of year.
Yeah.
Somebody I know was at World Series Game 1. Have you slept since then?
Not a whole lot. I tell you what, that was a lot of fun. That was one I can check off the bucket list. And, boy, those guys are fun to watch play.
Yes, they are. Norton with a couple more plays to wind out the regular season. Final score from Smith Center, Phillipsburg 14, Smith Center 7. Nothing going on that carry. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. It'll bring up We got second down and long. Loss of 2, we'll call it.
You gave second 12.
Second down. 35 seconds to go. Norton, one more play. It's going to be a give right up the middle to the fullback. Pickup of 3 on the play. And that is going to be the final play of the ball game, and I will be very interested to watch the handshake line here as TMP falls by 56 to the Norton Blue Jays as the clock hits 0, Dave. And boy, just a really, really difficult night for TMP. You had a feeling it could potentially turn into something that the Monarchs weren't going to be real pleased with, and boy, did it ever.
Yeah, it was tough, and just the way the game started, TMP got the ball to right off the bat and proceeded to go backwards with that Norton defense, and punted the ball away after a 3-and-out, and the first punt was returned for a touchdown, and then when Norton did get the ball on offense, their first play from scrimmage went for a touchdown, and that was kind of setting the tone for the whole night.
I mean, it was just bang, 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 and the Blue Jays got out to a quick lead, an early lead, and never looked back as TMP falls tonight by a score of 63-7 to the Norton Blue Jays. If you're watching on Eagle Community Television or HayesPost.com, we will end our broadcast here. If you're listening on 99 KZ Country, the postgame show is coming up. This is Monarch Football.
Principal Rudy Perez